you started, then I'll say.
Welcome, risk takers, to Streetwise Talks. I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Ross.
And our motto is...
Playing it safe
is the new risk.
That's for sure.
Don't play it safe.
All right, guys, thanks for having us and joining us. This is our inaugural. I like that word, inaugural.
I do. I like it too.
I never say that.
Our inaugural.
Our first episode of Streetwise Talks. But guys, we're going to be talking about, over time, 3 major subjects with some others, fill-ins that you never know what we'll be discussing. But the 3 major subjects will be Rebecca's favorite.
Health. I love it.
She loves health. Investing, and also something we both do together, entrepreneurship.
Yep, we are serial entrepreneurs, so
Serial.
we know a lot about entrepreneurship.
Hey, sometimes when you use the word serial, that may not be good. It could be a serial, you know what. No. All right, serial entrepreneurs, here we go. So the bottom line is, guys, let's face it, it's been almost, or I think exactly a year since I think everybody's world has been turned upside down. So it's been a crazy year. Here we are. It's a good thing to take risks, smart risks, because a lot of people have been displaced in many ways.
Yep.
Number one, with their job.
Yeah, a lot of people over this year have lost their jobs, and a lot of people are either looking for jobs, or some people are looking to start their own businesses since there are not a lot of jobs available right now.
Well, let's face it. Some people may have had a great career. You have to work at home. Some people's businesses that they had may have been squashed because of certain situations in this time of craziness. So maybe some of those people are trying to become an entrepreneur in a different way.
Yeah, be creative. Today, this is creative times right now.
Yeah, with people working at home, it's a great time, I hate to say it, to maybe work at home and make money than go into an office that there is no office.
Yeah.
So what can I say? Things have changed. So entrepreneurship is one thing. So you'll know, we were both in the corporate world in the past, and then we became entrepreneurs once our kids went to college, you could say. So we kind of hit this before the craziness hit. So it's kind of neat to create a paycheck rather than to get a paycheck from a company. What do you think?
Yeah, we love being entrepreneurs. We are serial entrepreneurs. We have had several businesses, and we just, how am I going to say this? We just love it. It is risky, but you don't have anybody breathing down your back. You don't have any reports you have to do. And we really don't have any bosses, even though I am kind of Ross's boss.
I got screwed.
Yeah, you got screwed a little bit.
But the point is, like Rebecca was saying, I not scientific study, nothing, but I think most people would take a 25% pay cut if they didn't have a boss breathing down their back. For sure. Micromanaging them, telling them what to do, or working for a company that makes them do reports that are useless, that knock down your productivity. So I was a sales rep for many years, for a medical sales rep. At the tail end of my career, literally 70% of my time was filling in activity reports or miscellaneous reports so 8 people above me could see what the hell I'm doing. Made me very unproductive. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So bottom line is entrepreneurship, we'll get more into that. But we'll quickly turn into the health game, which Rebecca really loves.
Yes, I love that. And just so you guys know, health and entrepreneurship kind of go hand in hand. It's kind of like a spider web. They, bounce off of each other. So think about it this way. You own your own business. You're responsible to bring in the income for your family. And you have to be motivated, you have to stay positive, you have to have a clear mind, you have to have energy and have the stamina to run that business and make it productive and bring in the income. So how are you going to do that if you wake up feeling sluggish, feeling sick, having a cloudy mind, not feeling well all the time, not able to, work long hours, losing your stamina in the middle of the day? You can't. You can't run a successful business without being healthy. So it's really important that you have the two of them together, the health and the entrepreneurship. And we will go into a lot of subjects on health throughout our next couple episodes.
Even though she's not a medical doctor.
I am not a medical doctor.
We're just enthusiasts of everything we discuss. We're not financial planners. We're not doctors. We're not lawyers. What the hell are we?
I don't know. We're not nutritionists either.
We're not nutritionists either.
But we have spent many, many hours and many, many years doing a lot of research. And we have a lot of good bits of information to throw at you guys. And you guys could go out there and do what you want with it. Do your own research. Do your own due diligence. But we'll give you some great ideas along the way.
Listen, our goal is to give you something to think about. Hopefully something we say. We're not reinventing the wheel, no doubt. But we have put the time in to look into different subjects that we'll discuss that maybe you haven't thought of. So let's face it, since the pandemic hit, personally, we really, a month into that, just got away from traditional mainstream TV.
You mean the idiot box?
The idiot box, yes.
That's what we call it.
So the idiot box.
Sorry if you like TV.
But the bottom line is, guys, there's so much good information out there. If it's YouTube, if it's Twitter, actually, if it's wherever, there's a lot of great stuff out there. So hopefully we'll trigger you to go do your own research. Take something we're talking about. Hopefully you'll say, darn, that makes sense. Let me look at this further. Yeah. So bottom line is, guys, the risk in entrepreneurship could be monetarily, could be a time situation, jumping in to do something on your own, which is great. But in terms of health, the risk of not having your health will prevent you from becoming an entrepreneur.
Right.
At least successfully.
Yeah, and also living a good life. I mean, you want to be happy, you want to be healthy, you want to be able to do things. If you have a family, you want to do things with your family. So health is key, whether you're an entrepreneur or an employee or you're retired. Health is always key to having a good life.
Now, before we go to the next subject, as we're zipping around on our first show, every episode I'm going to come up with some sort of saying that I stole from someone out there. I mean, I'm not that smart. Now, again, you can buy a book that has all these crazy sayings. I just kind of find these things as I'm whizzing around my researching every day. I jot them down. So Rebecca has no idea what I'm going to say. She's usually the one that would do something like this. I topsy-turvied the show on her. I'm doing this.
She did. I'm usually the motivational quote lady over here.
I'm finding these gems. So my first one on our first show.
All right, let's hear it.
She doesn't know, but she's going to discuss it. So, you're always one decision away from a totally different life. What do you think?
I love that. Ross, you done good. I mean, that's a good one. What do you think, guys?
That's pretty cool.
You are always one decision away from a totally different life. Is that what you said?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yes. There are many roads life will take you on, as we have all seen over the last year or so. And depending on which road you turn, depends on which way your life's going to go. Not that all the turns will be bad. Some may be bad, some may be good. They all may be good, they all may be bad. Who knows? But you have to make the best of each journey you go on.
Well, think about it. Making that decision to start your own business, become an entrepreneur, that's a big decision, right? You're getting away from an employee that's going to give you a paycheck.
Yeah.
You're creating your own happiness, your own future. That's a huge step. I mean, some people never have that ambition. Some people actually have the ambition, but they never follow through.
Yeah, true.
Key is following through. So a lot of good idea people out there, I've known them, they don't do anything with it. They talk the talk, they do not walk the walk.
Yeah, you have to take action in life too. You have to take those risks. That's why we're all about risk. I'm not saying jump off a mountain or jump out of an airplane, but take a little risk in life and you will be rewarded if you follow the path, you work hard, you stay motivated. you're going to have success. The only way you're not going to have success, Ross always says,
Well, there's two reasons why you won't be successful at anything is A, if you are not motivated, you're not trying, you give up.
true.
Those are a couple.
Yeah, but there are times, and we're going to talk about failures. We have had failures, and there are times, maybe in your business or in your life, where you're going to have failures. That doesn't mean it's the end all be all. You learn from your failures, and you keep moving forward, and that's how you reach your success.
Yeah, so, just be positive, have a good attitude, and you'll actually, that kind of gets into health before we move on. Good attitude and being motivated, believe me, we've been there. You're going to feel energetic. You're not going to feel, oh my God, it's. Let me tell you something, as an entrepreneur, I never have a bad Sunday.
Yeah.
Remember Sundays about 4 o'clock, you're like, God damn, I got to freaking go to work tomorrow.
That's right.
That's the sickest feeling. I remember that as a kid saying, I got to go to school. Same thing.
That's right.
So the bottom line is, you're not going to have that. I've never really had that. I look forward to Mondays. It's not like, oh my God, Saturday and Sunday I have fun, and oh my God, Monday I have to go to work. No, that don't happen.
No, as an entrepreneur, if you love what you do and you're good at what you do and you know your business inside and out, you want to work. You want to get up. You want to be productive. You want to make that income, make those sales.
So bottom line, guys,
Yeah.
the health and entrepreneurship kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
You got to have both, because like Rebecca was saying, you're not healthy. How are you going to be successful running around doing your thing as an entrepreneur?
Right.
So, okay, those things are kind of together. The third subject that we'll briefly talk about is investing. And, everybody knows the stock market, maybe the bond market, maybe cryptocurrency. Have you thought about that? That is, just so you'll know, we're not going to go too super in depth. You've heard of Bitcoin. Everybody heard of Bitcoin. They don't really know what the hell Bitcoin is. It's a cryptocurrency. Do you realize that is the new asset class, digital assets? Have you not seen or heard that you can pay for things or buy things with crypto? It's crazy, but a lot of people have no clue. That is the future. Things will be changing in the future for the better.
Yeah.
And seriously, wake up. Plus, if you like to make money, who doesn't like to make money?
Cryptocurrencies are a pretty quick way to do it if you know what you're doing and you do it right.
Well, listen, that's not even the point of the subject. Yes, you can. And you can lose money.
Yeah.
The point of it is know about it. You may want to diversify into something you don't know about because you haven't been curious enough to go investigate. And I'll be honest with you, I was a stock guy up until this year. I kind of knew Bitcoin, but I honestly, I didn't know how to invest in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I had no clue till I really jumped into it and learned it. It's not hard. They actually have like Vanguard, Schwab, Fidelity, whatever. They have places you actually go just to buy crypto. So they have the equivalent of the normal stock market places to go buy stocks and bonds and all that stuff. They have their own places like Coinbase, for example. So bottom line is, guys, there's a lot to learn in crypto, and we'll get into that. And I always say crypto's like the Ferrari, the stock market's like the Model T. I mean, one is a little bit more fast-paced, but they play the same game, which is investing and making money.
Right.
So we'll get more into that in future episodes.
You'll learn more than you ever wanted to about
Hopefully.
cryptocurrency.
Well, like I said, hopefully you will take away something, go do your own research, and talk about it with friends, family, start a conversation.
Yeah, I want to kind of jump on that subject. Ross was talking about cryptocurrency. So I want you guys out there to open up your minds, and I want you to kind of get out of your box and get out of the bubble that you're living in. And I want you to explore and do some research. Know what's going on in our country right now. Know what's going on in our world right now. There is going to be so many changes coming forward in the next couple months, couple years, and things are going to start happening quickly. So kind of know what's going on so you're prepared. It's all good, great stuff. Everything's going to be wonderful in the future as things start rolling out, and you're going to see a lot of new changes. There's going to be changes with the banking system, like Ross said, changes with the money system. So kind of get out there, do your research. We'll talk a little bit about it as we go along in our future episodes. But it's going to be a great change. It's going to be a great new life. And I want you guys to be ready and be prepared. So get out there. We'll give you some resources to, see what's going on in the world. And just do your research. Get out of your bubble. I don't want you to come home from work, eat dinner, play with the kids, put them to bed, go to bed. Don't do that. Don't do that. I need you to get out there.
Well, they're not doing that. They're watching the Idiot Box.
No, don't watch the Idiot Box.
The Idiot Box.
Get
What's wrong
out
with the
there
Idiot
and do some research. See what's going on in the world, in our country. It's really important because it matters for everybody.
Listen, we understand. We've been there. We have kids older, and I understand raising young children, hardest job in the world.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time.
Take a lot of attention.
Yeah.
There's no doubt. So hopefully we're talking to a lot of different people here, which you all are, different phases of your life. But depending on your phase, fit in a time, little time somewhere in the day to look at what's really happening. But I hate to say this, it's not on the Idiot Box. Find other avenues, and they're out there.
Yeah.
So all we're going to say, and we'll bring up some of these things as we go along. So the point is, guys, thanks for joining us on our first episode. We'll be back again, hopefully very soon for another one. And keep looking for us.
Yeah, thank you so much. And before we leave, I want you guys to stay positive, stay motivated, help your neighbor. Help your neighbor. Be a good person. I need everybody to raise your vibration for a good future, and get out there and help somebody. And thanks again for listening, and we'll see you later.
See you next time.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.